What is up, gang? It is I, Carlton Flowers, your crypto pro.
Yay!
And I am going to do an unrehearsed update of the Bitcoin action tonight because it is once again looking crazy on the chart, making absolutely no sense. Well, actually, it makes more sense to me tonight than it did yesterday. So I think we can extract some good information about what the chart is trying to tell us. But first, I'd like to give a humongous crypto proud shout out to my super thanks donation givers, Cheryl107 from Great Britain.
Yay!
And my brother Carl from the US.
Woo!
We had a $4.49. Actually, it says 4.49 pounds. So I would have to do a conversion. I'm thinking that's like $8 or $9, maybe $10 from Shara from over across the pond there. And then Carl with that $10 super thanks. Hey guys, I really appreciate that. Thank you for helping me pay these recurring expenses to do these videos. So because of that, I'm doing more videos and I'm bringing you more value. All right, so here is your value. We're on the Bitcoin chart, 4-hour chart. And since yesterday, we went up and we came back down, and then we bounced on this node, I think that's just above 29,000. We had a red wick right in the thick of this node. See this node right here sticking out? That's on the VPVR. Let me write that up here for you new people. That stands for Volume Profile Visible Range. In other words, it's the amount of volume for a particular price based on the visible range of price action on the chart that is on the screen. So we went up to the 200 EMA, got rejected. Magically, this is right at the same point of where the support resistance zone is that goes from 32,000 and change up to 32,820. And so we come on down, we broke through the 50 EMA, we bounced right at the volume node of 29,237. Isn't it amazing how this stuff happens? It's just like magic. And then we go right back up to the thick of this volume node, just above it, above the point of control price, where it looks like it topped out somewhere around 35.69. But then surprisingly, it got weak. I expected this to go all the way up to the 200 EMA, and it did not. It made it above the point of control price, but it was not enough momentum to keep going. And then we slipped back down off of that node. Now, we're right in the middle of it, but we have a bullish crossover here, but a very bearish MACD. Look at the oscillators on the MACD pointing down. It looked like we had a fake out of a crossover here, and it unfurled. We're also still in the negative part under the zero line on this histogram, bearish. So even though we have somewhat of a, I guess you would call this the beginnings of a bullish crossover here, where you see the blue line has overtaken the orange line, but we don't know if this is going to hold, because it could double back over much in the same way that we see here, where you've got bullish cross, blue line goes over the orange line, but then it unfurls and reverses. Bullish cross, unfurl, reversal. Then it went up, faked a reversal, and shot on up to the top. And so what are we paying attention to? We are paying attention to the price that is returned up above. So let's look up above and see what we see. Here's this peak, and it matches that price. This next peak, which was lower, matches the peak where we jumped up to the 200 EMA line. This peak kind of matches where we touched on the 50 EMA and got rejected. So we'll see what happens on this next one if we even get a peak. We don't know if it's going to be a baby hump or not. With the volume this week, it looks like it's not going to be too much. And we also have a red candle forming on the 4-hour. So this chart is weak, and what we can extract out of this is a new formation on the micro, and that would be a lower low. See this second low here is lower slightly than this one. You also have a lower high that is much more exaggerated. Here's the first little local high. There is a lower high. If we reverse really quick, we might form a third lower high. What does this tell me? On the micro, we're in a downtrend, okay? So whatever this little action was here where we were faking this breakout, we rejected on the 200, and now we're spiraling down. Now let's just move on and look at the 1 day and then the 1 week chart and see if anything has changed, and that'll be all for this short video. So here on the 1 day chart, it looks to me like the stochastic is trying to reverse. You notice how the blue line is kind of flattening out, leveling off here. First it's headed in this direction, and now it's headed in this angle, this azimuth, this direction. It's trying to act like it wants to cross over that orange line or come around like this and go up, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see because this is too close to tell. Now down here, we see that we're printing light green bars on the histogram. It went dark green here, now light green. That's meaning that it is receding. And look at that blue line curling over. Okay, so we could have a crossover here, but we know that this oscillator, it trails this one. So if this one reverses, crosses over, and moves up, it could pull this one back up. But I don't know if that's going to happen. Now, what I see up above is this. We're currently at a price that is below this great big volume node, peak node right there. See how that is? And then this one sticks out a little bit right there that's in between these two. Let's see if I can open this up a little bit so you can see it. You might be able to see it. There we go. So we can see here that this is the peak node. And then you have one right here. And then this one comes out a little bit more. And that's where we're at right now at these two. If we fall off of that price, we're going to be headed towards my black dash line. That is the line of demarcation of destruction. We don't want to go below that. So we really can't tell what's going to happen here on this 1 day yet. It's a 50-50 right now to me, where we could continue to fall towards that black line and let this open up, or this could reverse over and it could try another little fake out. We could get another lower high. So it'll be telling us the story very soon. Well, what else do we have? The 1 week, and then we're done. So this is not going to be much different than the last report that I did. And we can see here a little bit more information where it does look like the stochastic has reversed. First, it looked like it was going to be a bullish crossover, where it was. See how the blue one crossed over that orange? And then what did it do? It reversed, and now it's pointing down. See how it's pointing down there? I think you can see that if you scrunch your eyes. Well, let me draw it just in case you cannot see it. The blue line is doing this, and then it goes up, and then it reverses back down. The orange line was doing this. There was a crossover, and now they're meeting right here. So we don't know what's going to happen here yet. So we could have the orange cross over again, and the blue line go underneath to continue the bearish direction, or the blue could reverse and come back up. But for the moment, it's looking bearish. This looks like a bearish cross about to happen, and it's just a mirror image of what we just saw back here. Now we also see an overall downward momentum here. Look at this peak here, failed peak here. So overall momentum on the MACD is south. We also see a divergent and falling oscillator set. The blue and the orange are moving away from each other, and both are pointed in a negative direction, headed this way. That's bearish. So if that's the circumstance on the 1 week chart, which is our overall, I'm thinking we're going to find this blue line, and chances are we're going to violate it. And if we do, that's where we can head to this volume node that I was talking about before. That's at 18,900, or at least this one sitting here. And that one points out at approximately like 22, 23,000. And there's other people saying that, but there it is right on the chart. I mean, it's right there. So you can see it with your own eyes. Make your own judgment. And by the way, none of this is financial advice. Well, that's all I've got. That is the update. And I would be most excited if you would like, comment, and subscribe to the Crypto Pro channel. And if you want to be like the great Cheryl 107 or the great Carl, the man that has my name,
Yay!
then you can also donate with the super thanks option to help defray the cost of me producing this channel and providing this information. But thanks again, guys. I do really appreciate that. That's huge, huge, huge. Any donations are very, very appreciated. You are the best. That's all I got for now. This is Carlton, and I am out.